They're here.
They're here.
What's wrong with us?
Good morning, folks.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nancy Jane.
Morning, Scott.
Uh, wonder if anyone else has that issue about this early winter colds. It's just an ongoing effect.
Well, we have the problem of pollens blowing in from Colorado. They come in with the winds that blow in our colder weather, and they blow in a lot of pollens we don't have natively here. So the first couple of days is a little weird for me, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my COVID shot,
Good.
which I had like no reaction to, which is typical for me. And much to the chagrin of my youngins get real sick, and I don't. And I said, well, would you rather me get real sick? Oh, no, Mom, we want you to be fine.
Mhm.
If I got as sick as they'd get, I'd really think about it again. But this one was nothing. They just stuck it in, and I'm done.
Good, good, good. A lot of questions flowing in. I'm trying to star.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for
You,
sending us questions. I'm glad everybody liked. Did you see my graphic for to announce today's show?
briefly.
Yeah, it's the Grinch, and he said, "Sometimes I think I'm a little bit crazy," and then it says something like, basically says, "Yeah, I know I am."
Yeah, 45s have another big party down in Scaralago, and they were auctioning off a $8,000 a day vacation in Thailand. You know what Thailand's famous for, right?
Yeah.
Underage prostitution.
Oh yeah. Oh, Nancy Cast has both flu and COVID, and she didn't get a reaction to either one. Good girl.
Yeah, I had no reaction to the flu and RSV.
I can't take those; they're DNA based. If I take
Hmm.
those shots, I'll get the disease.
Uh, so you threw a garden about the shutdown.
I threw a garden about the
What
shut,
did what did that come up with?
and it says that they're gonna lie. Um, and we're shocked. Why? Um, it says we need to live by our own intuitions and listen to what they're really saying, because our ideas about what they're saying are correct. Our spirit has kind of been we're in the tree of life and crown, which is good. Spirit harmonizes ourselves with our own efforts, but we understand that actions without spirit behind it are utterly empty. So this is kind of the upper level of it. The lower level of it is our mind is in the past. No, our mind is in the false. I knew it was something bad. Uh, the mind, they're going to be trying to mislead us every shot they get. That the path forward is physical feelings are what we need to hold on to. And it's what you feel in your gut about what they say that's true. And this is like nothing, everybody should sort of expect this. But then in restate, we get rethink what's going on and being said around us, because they're trying to blind us with fool's gold. They're trying to hand us stuff that seems real, it isn't. And we have, and the last little bit is the grounding in fire. And fire is the past. It's the southern part of our thing. And clarification's only going to come when the Congress really deals with it and says it's over. So we're going to hear a whole lot of crap. Don't fall for any of it. Do what you feel is strong in your own gut to keep yourself together. And this does not show like a shining beacon on a hill that it's over. So what'd you get, Scott?
So I just threw cards. I grabbed my supernatural deck. I haven't used that in a while.
Ooh. It definitely fits in this crowd. Full of
Mhm.
vampires and things.
So in the past position, I got the Page of Wands, the Tower, and the World. I think that's definitely the chaos wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Hurt everybody, obviously. The current situation, I get with the shutdown, the Democrats are winning the message on what to do.
Mm-hmm.
High Priestess, Knight of Cups, the Chariot. I also had an extra one flop out, which is my Democrat card. So they're taking charge and doing the right thing in the end for the people.
Well, if they didn't see the handwriting on the wall on Tuesday night, the Democrats, and they saw what won, doing the things that were not expected. Don't stand there being the good old boy network that got set up in 1780s, which is when they set it up.
The weird thing is about this Supernatural, sometimes these pictures look exactly like certain people in the administration.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one looks like the Homeland Secretary girl.
Oh, yeah. That lives on a military base now, so she still carries a knife?
Yes. That's a five. That's a 5 of swords there. So we got the infighting, and this looks like Pam Bondi.
It does.
It's the Queen of Wands, and then a 3 of Cups. So those three together, moving forward, feel like the joy and the toasting of the cups is being not so enjoyed internally, because I think they know they're.
You don't move to a military base unless you feel some kind of threat.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's the ultimate gated community.
Yes, correct. So my outcome of this government shutdown is I got a 6 of swords, so that's getting better. Things are getting better. The Sun.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's everything that the people are getting hurt by with the 3 of swords.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have an agreement with the 2 of cups. On the bottom of the deck, I have the Death card. So here's a change coming to an end. When? But these are
be this week because
these cards are, showing it's coming relatively soon.
Yeah, but the Congress has to be back in session.
This
and Magic Mike's made sure that's been put off for a week.
Well, he could always call him back in. But something disastrous is going to come up.
You know what? Sheila, the Celtic Tarot calls Mike Grinder Mike. He's got a little grinder account and he's busy doing that instead of.
What did Sheila do?
She calls that head of the house Grinder Mike.
Oh, Grinder Mike. That's her nickname. Okay. True. Earth Mama. Canceled our flights to see the relatives. Good idea. There was
a lot of turkey breasts are going to be sold. Just the turkey breast because we don't need the whole turkey because there's not going to be that many people there.
That's what I usually get. Just got a smaller breast.
I already cooked mine because we got all my meat ordered in. There's no room in the freezer for the turkey breast, so we thawed it out and ate it. Where's
all the money from the tariffs? Well, rumor has it they gave tariff money to Argentina.
Yeah. Well, that money came from somewhere.
That's what I heard or assumed.
I'm going to see if the money's in Argentina. I'm going to ask that question. Yeah. Argentina? You know who also went to Argentina? All the Nazis.
So
we're apparently the only people we're letting in the country to come in are from South Africa. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Strength
Money cards. It was unjust.
Tower.
But the King of Swords said, send it there. Send the money there.
Jeez, I got bad money.
So it's offshore. It's on the other side of the world. And it's bad practices because it's offshore. But, once it gets offshore, then how do we find it? If we have a corrupt foreign service that can't find it.
I got all these bad cards are weird.
Oh, I know. I'm not.
I mean, I don't. I'm asking about where's if the tariff money went to Argentina, and I get some really bad cards, but not about what I want to know about.
Well, that is MAGA. Make Argentina great again. That is MAGA.
True. It's like a 10 of Swords, a disaster. Strength card. Evaluating the situation. So I think the strength means yes, that kind of money went there. But it's just kind of weird how it comes up in this. If you're looking for a set of cards to confirm, I wouldn't see this. And then I get the Tower card, disaster, possible lawsuits about where the money come from, whatever, and then someone's taking charge with the Chariot. So there's probably going to be lawsuits about where that money came from going there. And then, yeah, I think you're right that this money is not being used properly. It could be going offshore because I got the Devil. And then the Knight of Swords is bad tactics. And then the Magician is like moving money illegally. Trying to put things somewhere where you shouldn't.
Well, if Trump says to send it somewhere, isn't it all illegal? Because he doesn't have the right to tell it to go anywhere. It's not his job.
So on fake social, he's crying. He's going to give everyone $2,000 from the tariff money that we're making trillions and trillions of dollars off of.
Well, they're taking your money and sending it back to you. I'd rather just not take my money.
It's kind of like taxes.
No, taxes this year are going to be all kinds of fun. They eliminated the free service that the IRS offered to help you if you had sort of simple taxes. And they're making you go to the high price spread, which are all, those people are terrible. They'll say, oh, we can help you with your taxes for $25. And then they go, oh, no, you're a corporation. You know, it's, $300 and something. And you're like, and I used to be a tax accountant.
Well, you know what I mean? If you have like single and zero, the government uses your money.
Yeah.
And then you get a little bit more back. So that's what I meant by taxes.
Oh, those taxes. Okay.
How much is taken out? So you're letting the government use your money to get a little bit back on the tax.
Right. After they, what they hold. Yeah. We're going to have the cleanest money in the world by the end of this administration. It's going to be so laundered. It's going to be sparkling and shiny.
How difficult will Mamdani have as New York mayor?
Okay. I'm going to see if Mamdani's going to be able to effectively push forward his agenda. Not that anybody will be able to get to New York because there's now no airports, but
they're canceling flights like crazy, 5-hour waits.
oh, I am so glad I don't work at the airline. When we used to have stoppages, we had PATCO stoppages when I was working in passenger pricing at American Airlines. Y'all think it's bad on the outside of an airline when it happens? You ought to be in the inside.
I
when
bet.
that happens. And Nami's going to have a problem, but he's going to make it work. He's going to be the magician at the end. He's going to have to really, really, really work hard. It's not going to be as depressing as we think it might be, but he's going to have a real hard time getting it started. He's going to need all the support of all those people.
I don't see much issues here.
I think he's going to pull it out because I think he's that masterful, but I'm
getting prosperity, work being done. Congress has a general unity with the Four of Wands. Three of Coins is getting work done. Ace of Coins.
Well, anything be better than Adams.
And then moving forward, I got the Duchess. So here's Divine Feminine and Abundance. An Ace of Swords, getting the work done. And then having balance and unity there with the Nine of Coins. The only thing I got here in the end is having issues. There may be some lawsuits on what he wants to get done or something. Because I got a lot of swords, King and Queen of Swords. A king on the bottom. Generally authoritarian type person with control, and then a female in control, and then being blocked. So he's gonna have problems with some female. Could be a judge, could be someone in his office,
could be the governor of New York.
It could be the governor. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, he's gonna be restricted by possibly the governor or something on what he wants to do that maybe Hochul doesn't deem legal. But generally, I think it's going to go pretty well.
Yeah, I see him getting out of prison. He doesn't have the Eight of Swords at the end. As a matter of fact, he has the Nine of Cups at the beginning. People are going to kind of see the handwriting on the wall. This is what the leaders of Wall Street were terrified of when they occupied Wall Street. If you read Mandami's, does anyone else remember them occupying Wall Street? But what he's pushed for is what the people in those encampments were talking about. And Wall Street was terrified of it. And they had to walk past the park full of people wanting it every day. And now Wall Street wants to move down here. I live in Texas. We don't want you. You have no idea how bad native Texans are to New Yorkers when they move here. I was here in the 70s when a bunch of them moved in, and I'm not a native Texan, and I was sick of them. And I'm from the north. So
AI is getting crazy now. All the videos it creates, it's getting hard to decipher which is real. So be careful in any social media AI videos. Fact check, don't get excited.
What's she talking about? Who is?
That's 45's new nickname.
Oh.
Cankles, his swollen feet, and he's always tacoing, and he's got big tits.
Yeah, I know. Well, I kind of figured out he wasn't flying a jet in a crown. I figured that one.
Well, I mean, just normal videos, like people talking, or you can have a reporter at a desk, and it says the shutdown's over and whatnot, coming to deal when it hasn't happened. I've seen, type of AI videos that look so real now, and you can't decipher it. There's no glitches in them anymore.
Well, this is why we all need to develop our telepathy.
Yeah, a little common sense. Don't get excited about what may or may not be there. In fact, check.
If you see a big mushroom cloud down the street from you and it's real and it's like glowing and blowing things up around you, other than that,
it It means our administration's testing nukes.
Or Putin's testing them on us.
Right. Debbie's McDami's donors are foreign and those entities are connected to terrorist organizations. Do you think McDami is not going to have an easy time? And won't
I
let
have no idea what she's saying, but I don't think he's related. I think terrorists might say, yeah, let's go. If this is going to screw New York up, let's go for it. But I don't think that he's actively recruiting him. He strikes me as someone too smart. I heard a story, and this sort of sums up kind of my impression of him. And since I haven't seen him physically, I don't know. He was getting on his bicycle and going bike riding with his wife, and somebody screamed from across the street, "Communist!" And he turned around and he go, "No, cyclist! You've got the word wrong." We have to not let them shout down what we're doing. You know.
Yeah, that is a good comment back. Yeah. Yeah, he's deteriorating fast. At some point soon, those meds are not gonna.
Well, he's also, I saw a picture, and this could be AI, who knows, but it showed the ventricle pump under his coat. And I've seen people wear those, and that's exactly where it sits, and that's exactly what it was. And trust me, I know what these things are because, you know, at one point they were saying, your heart's doing this and it's going to do this. And I went, no, it's not. And I was right. And they were wrong. So,
yeah. And I think I mentioned that to you is like, that's what makes sense how he can fly now.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you're stroking out like that all the time, you can't handle that pressure going up and down like that. And it's hard on your system. And
yeah,
if you have that kind of, ventricle stimulator thing, it definitely helps.
Yeah, my father had a heart condition, and when he moved to Hawaii, they told him he was not going to be hopping back and forth across the Pacific. Not that he would have anyway. He was a tourist. He didn't like to move. But when his mother died, they called him and he said, I'm not flying home. I mean, and he wasn't being mean. Trust me, my grandmother's funeral was nothing worth going to. But he didn't fly back. And he and I talked about it. And he said, I can't physically risk my own health. And he was a medical doctor. And he was talking to guys at the Cleveland Clinic. So he was doing the best he could.
Laura asked if they were pulling government funds to fund True Social. I don't think so.
No. He's got all CBS's money and money from Cornell and money from all the other places that he threatened with lawsuits.
They wouldn't be showing a negative on the reports, a negative 54 trillion in the last, or million in the last quarter if they were pulling funds. Yeah, but someone's bankrolling to be in the negative to keep it going. Nuts. It's been losing money every year, 200 million a year or so, but yet it's still going. Republican House member asked Bondi to take away his citizenship. Oh, good Lord, these people are nuts. No, it's not going to be a thing. I don't think so at all. Looked at that. Trump just said he wants to give America $2,000. Oh, I mentioned that.
Yeah.
$1,000 from the tariff money. Well, where's our Doge money? He said we were getting $5,000 from Doge money.
Mm-hmm.
Is this to help SCOTUS give them tariff for like kickback?
No.
He just said he's just trying to put things out there for the MAGA base to make them think.
He's doing something. It's like, what did you said that SNAP money made it to Wisconsin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on the alpha list of states, if you start at Arizona, Wisconsin's towards the bottom. So if they gave everybody their SNAP money, but they're saying, we're holding the SNAP money, we're holding 50% of it. Unless states come out and say, we got our SNAP money, you know, what's going to happen? I mean, Texas doesn't even tell people it gets it. And it feeds tons of people here.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you who made SNAP money come through. Not the starving children, not the poor mothers, you know, or anything else. It was food stores. The food stores in this part of the country are panicking because so much of their revenue comes out of SNAP that they need that money. So all this crap of we're stopping money and we're not doing this and we're not doing that, it's a smokescreen to lie to you, to make you be afraid. Don't be afraid. Look, if you want to see what the real polls are and what's really happening in this country, look at the polls on Tuesday night. Even the Taliban on minivans, every single one of them lost their school board races. People know. Even with fake AI out there. I don't know how I can. I'm getting wound up and I can't do that. I've been told by my spirits I can't get angry.
Don't get upset. Just stay focused. That's an angry thing.
Right.
But according to what I read about Wisconsin's DHS, they were up late refreshing the system to see if the money came through Thursday night, and it did, and they snagged it. So that's how they got all their SNAP money. Well, other states that weren't on the ball only got half or got cut off.
Oh, dear.
So
good Wisconsin. Good Wisconsin.
That was the official report I've seen from our state officials and how they received the money, because it became available after the first court injunction, you know, holding it or whatever they call it, TRO or whatever. And our officials seen it was available, so they snagged it right away. And Wisconsin got all of it. I know, right, Beth? Trump's approval rating is 38%. It should be like 18%.
Well, his approval rating for taking off the East Wing was 10%. I don't think I've ever seen a president get 10% for, you know.
That's maddening. That is sad. Just to destroy. Moonchild said Iowa got nothing.
Well, you know, all the companies that took part in that, and they took pictures and they had all of their logos. Every single company that helped destroy the West Wing has taken down their websites and are in the process of changing their names, had to move their bank accounts, have screwed up all of paying their employees because they're being so doxxed.
Okay, let's toss some cards on SCOTUS decision on the tariffs.
Which decision?
Well, they had the hearing Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, will SCOTUS go for tariffs?
Yeah. Okay. According to scholars and lawyers and people that
they didn't sound
people that heard it, they think it's going to be 6-3 against or 7-2 against, according to the questions. But they reversed it. Other things too. Will SCOTUS block the presidential tariffs?
Yes, they will. They're growing a pair.
Good.
And they know, they know what's coming. So if they don't start shaping up and quit selling the country out, they know what's coming for them. They're standing tall now. They're getting very defensive. They want the country to be a whole as a whole, if not for the sake of the country, for their own butts. And the money's the decision's going to be about money, about real world issues. So,
yeah, they're going to bomb the deck. I got victory. So I was asking if they're going to. So
I got they're in.
We'll squash 45 from doing tariffs as is. I get an order coming, Ace of Wands, which it feels like it should be relatively quick and not in June of next year.
Mm-hmm.
And then Eight of Swords is blocking it, blocking what he can do. I get the Six of Coins, so that's giving and receiving. So that's not, what do you want to say? That's free trade.
Mm-hmm.
Six of Coins is free trade. So I got a King of Swords, so a male's going to be coming out kind of hard. So maybe a male's going to write the opinion, maybe even Roberts. So it's disastrous for us. I get them no. President can't do tariffs like that.
Nope. It's kind of black letter law if you read the Constitution, but
what's the Constitution to the Fabulous Six, right?
Right. Well, their Pope is yelling at them every day.
Good
He's
point.
telling them, you guys are wrong.
Yeah, I think that's why 45 is worried. They don't have the tariff money to give back.
Mm-hmm.
That's another tough question. If you did it illegally for the last since April,
Mm-hmm.
how do you give back that money?
I don't know, but I got my Social Security money yesterday, so don't come for that.
Yeah, right.
It's gone.
What is this? Ketanji Brown Ketanji Brown Jackson has Trump by the balls. She's playing chess. So yeah, I believe that was the right choice by her to hold the hearing or the hold on the case for 48 hours to let the appeals court do their thing for their thing. So, and I've seen people are upset that she was one that issued the 48-hour stay. It's like, what? Why would she do that? You know, it's technically the right call. Heather Cox, she's a good one to listen to. Smart lady. Says Jack Smith has the goods on Trump.
That's the deal about trying to keep them from getting the documents out of Florida.
Yeah, Section 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But people don't hear it, right? It may be damaging of what he had and whatnot, but the problem is it doesn't get in the right-wing echo chamber to do anything.
Well, some's getting in there because some's shifting them.
Yeah, their paychecks and not having SNAP, that's what's scaring them.
Okay.
But, you know, Fox News don't report on it. Right-wing media doesn't report on it. On how bad things are.
You know Fox News better than I do, Scott. Anybody knows Fox News better than I do. But who is Mark Sanchez and why did he get fired?
Oh, the football analyst?
He got fired.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he should be.
Okay.
There was an incident and he was drunk and got in a fight. He claimed claimed it wasn't him, but after investigation, he was the instigator.
Okay.
He's an ex-pro football player for a long time, quarterback, and now he's a analyst, reporter, or calls games. Well, he was drunk and belligerent, so he did get fired then, huh? But yeah, he lied on an incident when
Oh, okay.
he was.
I don't know. I didn't know I didn't realize he was just in sports. I thought he was one of those idiots on the couch. Who knows? Well, I knew with his name being Mark Sanchez, he probably was one of the blondes. But.
T-Rump doesn't care about his approval rating, his ego. Given his egregious actions, will it speed up his removal?
He doesn't care, but the people around him care.
Yeah, but they just go along with it.
Not in Texas. They finally figured out that the way they redrew the maps, they just handed them to the Democrats.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Cracking your Republicans a little bit to think it's going to help.
Well, they thought they were spreading Republicans around, not realizing that Hispanics are neither Republicans or Democrats. Trust me, I've been a political consultant down here long enough to know this. They vote with what they think's best for them right at that moment. And after what they saw Tuesday and they saw the shifts in the Hispanic numbers, Texas could be a blue state anyway. I mean, their numbers changed so much. Was Governor Newsom in Texas? Not that I know of.
You want to read on what's going to remove him? Is it his health? Is it the Epstein files? Is it the... Let's just see what we get. I think I'm going to grab a different deck. In our universe, what's going to cause T-Rump's removal? Is it the Epstein files? Is it a sudden health event? Let's see what we get.
He's a giant walking health event.
Is it the 25th Amendment?
Oh, no, that one I don't have any.
I don't think so either, but just throwing out possibilities. Gonna remove. What's gonna remove from 45?
Trump. Oh, my. I think it's going to be his health.
Okay.
I got moon. This is the moon in this deck. This is the Guardian of the Night. This is a very dark deck. It's the moon. It's what people want. It's going to show up. It's going to be what should be holding him up. But what's really going to happen is people who are in a comfortable place, this could be the 25th Amendment. People that are in a comfortable place want balance again. Because this is temperance. And they're in their comfortable little bear cave, all hidden out. And this would imply to me, when I get the Ace of Wands, it means it's coming quickly.
Good. Ace of Wands is.
And it's what people want. And it's because of the craziness, the lunacy. What you get?
So in the past, I get 7 of Pentacles, Death, and 5 of Swords. So there we got, I think it has to do with lack of some kind of documentation. It could very well be the Epstein files and whatnot because we got the lack thereof.
Mm-hmm.
5 of Swords is the fighting and losses. So it has to do with, I think it has to do with the Epstein files here mostly. Lack of documentation and the fighting to stop it. In the current Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, we got, I think that's Bondi holding on to the information.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm leaning towards the Epstein files starting it off. Okay, then I have the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of times to me that means someone in a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Work being done. Queen of Cups could be a female doctor possibly. And then 4 of Swords, sickness, bedridden. That's coming up. This is coming up soon.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor work and being bedridden. My outcome is 6 of Wands, so we have a victory here. 3 of Wands, that's movement, travel. The World and Ace of Cups. We get what we want. I think this is all over the EPS files. Once those EPS files come out, I think it's over. I think it has to do with that. Because that thing was a worldwide affair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, grabbing children from all around. 3 of Wands is also looking out overseas too. I think once that finally comes is when it happens. I don't get nothing in here about Republicans doing the right thing. Why are they taking so long?
Because we don't have a Congress that can make them be made public. As of now, Texas has not had a congressperson in Houston for a year. Because of what Abbott did and all the finagling they did. They had the election last Tuesday, and I don't believe that the woman got enough votes to be, so there'll be a runoff, which will be in 4 weeks. And it's for a district that doesn't exist anymore.
That's now been moved or redrawn.
But there's no way to redraw a district in Houston and not end up with a Democrat. I hate to tell
them. So there was reports of asbestos.
Oh yeah. That's what happens when you tear buildings down without testing them first. Especially old buildings like that one.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, yeah. All the workers there were exposed to massive, not just a little bit, but massive amounts of asbestos.
There's going to be repercussions.
Yeah. People are going to die. Do you mean repercussions against the people who ordered that mess?
I don't know. I'm not sensing like right away.
No.
We're talking illnesses years down the road here, I think. Yeah, there's a group suing, I don't know, historical society or whatever, that it was all illegally done this quickly. So there's lawsuits I see, but the asbestos thing feels like down the road because these people,
Well, especially because we have an FDA who probably thinks you should sprinkle it on your cereal.
Oh my Lord. Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen South Park, try to watch it. It's just getting funnier and funnier. How did Michigan do in SNAP? I heard they got most of it as far as Michigan, or they did get it. I did get a text from someone that someone got all of their SNAP. But just you can go to their website or whatever.
Mm.
They may have trouble getting it out, but I do know someone that got all of their SNAP in Michigan. Governor Hot Wheels is a supreme idiot.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I had someone at work ask me about Texas and their redistricting, whatever. And he asked me, well, what's that name of that governor? And I go, oh, Greg Abbott. Yeah, I go, Governor Hot Wheels. He goes, what? What do you mean Governor Hot Wheels? Well, he's in a
wheelchair.
He's in a wheelchair and everyone calls him Governor Hot Wheels. Then he just started dying laughing.
The way he got injured was he was out jogging as a young man, almost fresh out of law school, I think. And a tree fell on him. I mean, it was like just a big branch fell down and it paralyzed him, which is a horrible thing to have happened. So he sued the homeowner and their homeowner's insurance. And that's what made him a millionaire. And so then he decided, well, I'll run for the Texas legislature. So he ran for the Texas legislature. And the first law that he put forward and got all the way through the legislature was a law to block anyone from getting the same things he got, from ever having a settlement that large again. So what made him a millionaire, he is blocked from anybody. I mean, that is Greg Abbott in a nutshell.
Right.
Other than one time, I think it was on a Sunday, I said when he was putting barbed wire in the Rio Grande, I said they should take his wheelchair out to the edge of the Rio Grande to inspect it and push. Somebody thought that was really mean of me to say. And I said, no, if you lived here, trust me, you'd be down there pushing them too.
Okay.
We want to know about MTV's criticism.
What do they call that when they want to remove the speaker? A petition to
remove the speaker.
Okay. Let's read on that. Would there be a petition to remove the speaker?
But he has to call them back together so they can even do that.
Good.
I mean, that's got a big flaw in the whole system.
Good point. See, Jan, have your class. Thanks for stopping by, Gino. Okay. Will there be a...
No, she's just covering her butt. This is 5 of Cups. She's got, there are parts of people around her that want her to get rid of him. But at the end of it, she knows she doesn't have the power to do it. And if she got rid of him, there'd be somebody else that would be there she didn't like. She's not dealing from her own highest nature. That's the high priestess. And she's so disagreeable, even Republicans don't like her, so they don't get along with her. So I got to know that she would not. she wouldn't push to remove him.
I think I could be wrong, but I thought they changed that one person rule to 5 people or something. That's how they got rid of McCarthy.
Yeah, I know.
But I think it's more people.
So McCarthy could go run the election to stop the Prop 50, and he failed at that too. So,
yeah, I'm not getting anything about removal.
no, she's all talk, no action. She just knows she likes to flounce. She reminds me of the Mean Girls in high school.
So I got Ace of Wands. I'm just going to go with the end cards because everything else doesn't. The Democrats kind of like the messaging I'm getting here.
Mm-hmm.
The Star, 9 of Swords, and then 9 of Cups. But I got the outcome is Ace of Wands. So she's taking charge of her own situation. 9 of Coins, balancing what she's saying. 3 of Coins, gaining new abilities, new skills. But it's all about lies and deceit with the 7 of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing in this toss knows anything about a removal from the party kind of thing.
No.
It just shows her own interests.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, they got to be in session to have any removal. She's a mean girl. You're a mean girl. That movie was funny. Back in the day, my daughters and I watched that quite a bit. They loved it. The Mean Girl high school movie.
Yeah.
Okay, there was another one. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. Pam says, do you realize SNAP and EBT are the same thing?
What's EBT?
Electronic something or other.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's your card.
It's that little credit card you get, right? Okay.
Yeah. If you didn't hear the news, but people in Kentucky were upset that there was no ballot access.
I sent that thing to you.
Kentucky thought they could vote in New York.
Yeah, the Attorney General of Kentucky had to get on the TV and say, there's no election in Kentucky today because there's nothing to be elected for. We don't have any races running right now. And unfortunately, if you live in Kentucky, you cannot vote in New York or Virginia, which were what all the calls were about, because that's their governor and that's their mayor, and you don't live there.
Oh my God. Kentucky. Okay, we did Johnson. Deb also was worrying about her future. She could try governor. She said she wasn't running for Senate, or she can stay put. And I don't think this deserves a deep dive.
No, I did a 1-card pull and I got the 5 of Wands upside down. She doesn't know what she's doing. She just knows she's in trouble somehow.
She just knows she's in trouble.
Her little lizard brain says, this isn't good.
Oh, that's funny. She has strength where she's at. She's trying to be a more balanced person in public. She's restricted by the leader. And then outcome is, I think higher office is a no.
No.
I get Empress, Queen of Swords, and then Burdened. So this is higher leader. There's no, if she stays put in her district, I think she's still good. Yeah, she's doing a rebranding with more Democrat talking points, trying to be the magician here, but higher office is a no, but if she stays put, she can win. It's all a calculation. It's a welcome one in a sense. If her super fans start seeing her talk normal, it's like, wait a minute. Is she making sense? And that's not a bad thing to change minds.
No.
To let her rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, you guys are funny today. Her supporters are stupid. Thanks for making me laugh.
Her supporters are seriously misled.
Yeah, Taco said no support for Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's doing the 215 playbook. Flood the zone. The flood the zone playbook. Can you read on the special election in December for Tennessee Rep. Bain?
Okay.
Democratic state representatives facing off against Republican Matt Bam Epps.
I'll do 3 for each on winning.
Special election in Tennessee. Okay. Yeah, I'll grab these. Yes, world. Obamacare is ACA. Get that in your skull.
Yes, and if you're in Kentucky and it's called Kentucky Care, that's really Obamacare.
Yes.
Just sent to Kentucky.
Okay. Bain, State Rep Bain. What's your chance?
Ames is going to win. The Republican got 3 no's. He's going nowhere.
Bain.
Because their supporters are out hanging out. They're not voting. They're holding back.
Bam Epps.
But it's mostly going to be getting. They really need to get out on the streets and get the people to the polls, because by that time people are going to think nothing can change. No tower things can happen. But people are also not going to be lied to anymore about. They realize what the Republicans are doing. I think the Dems going to win.
It must be going to be close.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's like, I don't think either side has the edge right now. They need to figure out what strategy is going to get people out in December to vote.
So, from what this reads, is that the Democrat currently has it. I would think.
The way I read it, he's got a better shot at it because his people are more motivated. The Republicans are just saying, I don't want to vote for anybody because I might make a decision that could change things.
Well, for the Republican, you get the Sun, 3 of Coins, and Judgment, which aren't terrible cards. But
no, those are good cards.
The Sun could mean things come to light about him.
That's true.
But 3 of Coins is doing the hard work, but he's got Judgment. But the Democrat has 8 of Coins, doing the hard work, but I have the Hierophant and 2 of Swords. The Hierophant would mean being in the government. So neither have excellent cards. So the only thing I can say is that the Hierophant wins over the Sun as far as government goes, I think. So I would lean.
I'm leaning to the Dem right now, but what's hurting the Republicans is they voted for what they thought was change, and they found out that change has two ways. It can go up or it can go down. And the change they got was going down.
Check out the SNL clips. Cold Open was funny. Yeah, they're usually pretty good. I check out their YouTube just to watch the clips.
Mm-hmm.
You bet, Yogi. Okay.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We get up every Sunday morning just to make you all happy.
Oh, so Como lost, and now he's thinking about running for House of Representatives for Jerry Nadler's seat.
He's not going to win. What does that man not understand? They don't like you. They think you're a perv.
He's not giving up. He won't go away for some silly reason. Will the Epps files be released by someone other than Congress?
Yes. I've already seen it. Yeah. I had a dream about it. But I don't want our friendly federal neighbors coming and knocking at my door talking to me about what I saw. But yes, somebody has the whole files, guys. What do you think, Scott? You can put cards down.
Yeah, I think I'm not positive. I think that, everything with that is shut down because of the House being out. The committees can't dig in anymore. A Senate committee and a House committee voted to have the Bondi release the information. They got enough votes, but that's not moving. They need
one more congressperson to sign off to have it released. That's why the government shut down. It's not to stop SNAP or anything else. It's to keep Trump's little friends out of trouble.
Right. But there was two committees that had enough votes for the committees to get the files. A Senate committee and a House committee. I can't remember which one, maybe Oversight and Senate Oversight, but they had enough votes in both that Bondi was supposed to give to him by law. And that hasn't happened.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay. Will we get the Trump Epstein files in ways other than
beyond Congress? Will the files be leaked?
That's a yes for me. It went back and forth. It's a yes.
Queen of Swords. In the past, I get Bondi was blocking it. Queen of Swords in the middle of doing the people's work, and Ace of Cups. So I think Queen of Swords was Bondi or Bondi block. Moving forward, still got the Patience card, trying to figure out which way to go. There's a lot of information in there, and it's a world. Outcome, I get Queen of Cups, Three of Coins, Page of Cups. So that's giving information, the documents, from a female. Released by someone. I wonder what card I should be looking for of a leak.
Someone who had access to all that material and then was forced out and just got it on a disc and took it out.
Well, that's either Maxwell or someone real close inside the Epstein's orbit that was keeping stuff. In the bottom of the deck, I get the Hierophant, though.
It's within the government. The person's going to come from within. They got it within the government, and they're going to be able to prove they got it within the government.
Well, that would be troublesome. They would have to go in witness protection to do that. That would not go over well.
Well, if they could get rid of the Prince Andrew, formerly known as Prince Out, it can happen.
Well, they're just they don't care. We don't care. I mean,
but Americans do.
This government don't care.
This government doesn't care, but Americans do. And there are lots of countries they could go to, like Canada, and get made safe up there.
The Royals are doing damage control.
Oh, yeah. The Royals were about to lose everything. So.
Scotland Yard have some Epstein files.
Absolutely. That's how come the Andrew, formerly known as a princess, that's what happened.
I think it's all in DOJ's hands. I don't know. I hope you're right. I'm not seeing a whistleblower releasing it.
I think it's going to happen like in England. It's because someone talks and then the powers that be around it can't deny it anymore.
Well, someone
or somebody can say, produce your files and show that this is wrong.
Yeah. There was a leak. I don't know if it was from DOJ. Maybe it was from one of those FBI agents that were put on 48-hour shifts to go over scrubbing 45's name.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been leaked that people who have seen the information, that it's a lot worse than what reporters are saying about 45.
Did you send me the meme about Kash Patel looking sort of normal, and then the Kash Patel picture we always see where he looks like someone just put him up?
I don't know if I did or not, but I've seen that meme. Yeah.
Yeah. This is him before the files, after the files. Yeah.
Yeah, they're bad. So I think it's a lot of drip. I don't see it all being released. Virgin Islands prosecuted Epstein. I know they got money in the Virgin Islands. I'm unsure about prosecuted. Keir Starmer, UKPM, Mayor of London covered up the grooming gangs in the UK. Ooh.
Okay. I'm going to see first if they did that. Keir doesn't strike me as the smartest person that's ever lived.
Covered up the grooming gang.
Oh, God, I got a 5 yes.
Others.
10 of Pentacles, they did it for money. And they now regret it because apparently people finally figured it out. They did it because they had the power over the people to make them do it. They also have the 10 of cups, which means this whole little thing's going to fall down soon because there's 2 10s here. And the 8 of cups. People are going to get what they want. So yes, they did. Now will they be forced to resign? What'd you get, Scott?
I got the Knight of Swords, so I think there was an investigation. And doing the hard work with the 8 of Coins, and then I get there was a failure there
Mm-hmm.
with the 10 of Swords. Moving forward, I think the whistleblowers with the Page of Wands and new information, the truth coming out, there very well could be leadership walking away. 8 of Cups walking away.
Mm-hmm.
Leadership, wishes fulfilled. So it depends on the pressure and how much, if they can really stand by what they're in leadership. I'm not seeing judicial things. It's on their honor.
Mm-hmm.
Page of Wands is more about talking and
Mm-hmm.
Protesting, that kind of thing. So it's up to them. But I do have the 8 of Cups is the walking away situation.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom of the deck, I have Ace of Cups is like doing the right thing. Celebrations.
Yeah, I don't get that both of them leave. I think they did it, and I think it will become known, but I don't think it's going to be in time to get them out of there.
Yeah, I don't see it like a forcing.
No.
Through judicial things. It's just the pressure, and it's whether they, say, nah, I'm not leaving after that. But yeah, it seems like it's a real thing here.
Mm-hmm. I knew England had a really pretty stern lockdown, and I knew that's why people got really upset when they found out that the prime minister was having private parties and big things at estates. But I didn't realize that they could only buy like 60 items at a time out of a grocery store. They went back to like ration books. I mean, their food was seriously limited and stuff, much worse than we were.
So yeah, there's been a lot. I've seen a lot of videos. Long lines. People doing good work that can't afford it to whether set up their own food pantry and in their lawns and whatnot, and people donating because they're doing good work, and it's not good when it's like the line you see that, and it was like the lines when COVID first started,
right?
And the tests, and you had to go to this building, and the lines for miles of everyone trying to get a COVID test in a building with the National Guard were, doing them, and it's kind of the same thing. What positive impact did the No Kings protests turn out do? Did it wake up SCOTUS? Did it wake up the MAGAs?
It woke up Americans. I've talked to so many people that went out that had never participated in anything, and they stood out there and they realized, these are my neighbors. These are all people that are around me all the time. And they realized that they were not home alone. So that's how Texas became blue. Once they took over the churches, everybody thought, and the majority of Texans at that time didn't go to church, but all I heard were from the church people, we're here and you're not. And they became that. You see it in the comments. I'm a little blue dot in a red place. Well, they had no one to talk to. We used to find them all the time.
I mean, they can see it. So I do, in the past, I do get the court card,
Mm-hmm.
which would maybe represent SCOTUS or the courts, but they do see it. Whether it actually changes Alito and Thomas, probably not. But yeah, the courts and everything, legal minds do see it. Moving forward, I get the Knight of Cups. That's kind of like our communities coming together, the way it feels to me. More in love than in fighting. Circle of Change with the Wheel of Fortune. And then being isolated.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that don't are being isolated.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does change minds. I mean, I have people in my social media circle think it's laughable that people would go out and protest, but they're mega dumb. They don't get it. A lot of heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of heartbreak from the motherly love and a little bit of patience and hard work. Things will change.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of heartbreak there. So I think it did. The hardcores, yeah. There's megas that posted pictures of people protesting, calling them idiots. They're not going to change.
But when they can't, when there's no food in the stores, and when their farmers they know can't sell their crops because of the bullshit they pulled between here and China, you don't think that makes a difference?
Mm-hmm. We talked about this earlier, Susie. It was actually a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It only gives the weekend, but it gives time for the appeals court to put in their
ruling,
their findings of why they denied it, because the appeals court denied Trump from stopping it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They immediately, before a ruling came out, why, to the Supreme Court. So Ketanji John Jackson gave the weekend for the appeals court to bring out the ruling. It's technically the right thing. So SCOTUS did not put a stay on SNAP for no reason. It was the right thing to do. I think there's been better legal minds than my little thoughts that talked about why the reasoning was good. Like Legal AF did a video,
Mm-hmm.
and with Midas Touch, Legal AF, they did a reason why that was a smart thing to do. There was something else.
Well, and I don't think the Pope speaking out so loudly has affected the ones who claim that they do it because of what their faith tells them to do. Because Pope's telling them you're starving people is not a good thing. And that's not going to change Clarence Thomas's point of view.
Beth asked, well, when will they make a decision? Well, the stay was only for 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So Monday, they got to come out with a decision.
Mm-hmm.
The stay was put on what? Like 10 o'clock Friday night?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night? Yeah. So by Monday morning, it's expired. And SNAP can legally
And
go
then
up.
it's a federal holiday on Tuesday.
Oh, Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. You know that one.
Yeah. So go back. No, I missed it. Okay, that's where it was. Can you read on the airport shutdown? New York, Jersey, with a force to go. And we can do that as a whole. The
How
airport.
would you put the
chaos.
whole airport?
I mean, the airport chaos is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So how will the airport affect the shutdown? Will that chaos cause MAGA Mike to bring it back?
But how? Okay, how are they going to get back?
MAGA Mike has to open up.
That doesn't matter. How are they going to get there?
What do you mean get there? Oh, with airport issues, how are they going to fly? Correct. Gotcha. Okay. Well, the airport situation. Help. I know. I feel that like definitely everything's coming together like bad, like a rushing train ready to be an accident.
Yep. I got that's going to be the kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. My opening card on this is the Ace of Wands, which is this is action being taken. There's Grinder Mike being the person blocking action, and they're in prison. I mean, this is their own decision, and it's locking everybody up. Disbanded all people who really wanted to go see their families. Okay, and it locks people in one place, and they don't like it, so they're going to have to do it. I got 4 yeses and 2 nos, so it's going to be the thing. That
Yeah, I think it's part of it.
But it's not going to be for more than a week.
Something we don't know yet might happen. It could be accidents, whatever, but something in the moon. We're going to see an oh crap moment. We're going to see a bad moment here. This is causing a lot of heartache. Ongoing. The messaging gets out there with the pager runs, and people come together in the end here. Well, I think so. I think this is part of it. My guide said definitely. This raging chaos is gonna. You have like a serious tower moment going on. And if they ever want to get elected again, you got to do the right thing here.
Also, somebody asked if the bill Senator Kennedy put up to stop congressional pay until they come back and work, if that was going to have an effect, and I got 4 yeses and 2 nos. I got this really worries the House that they're going to do this to them. And when it happens, there's a Chariot. That's Chariot, the cat deck. It's going to happen quickly.
Well, President Kankles won't sign it. House is not in session. She can't bring it up. I really don't like that man at all, but good on him for bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's not going to come to a vote, but it's good for him to bring it up. 124.
We're starting to get snowfall checks all over Wisconsin and Ottawa, Canada. And I have to call my cousin and see how bad it is.
How does Grinder Mike get around? I don't think he goes anywhere.
No, he's at home monitoring his son's porn account.
Yeah, I guess he lives with some religious dude. You remember that?
Yeah.
He's living in the basement of some wealthy
Landholder and
landholder, or he's some
mhm.
religious group owner or whatever. Jeff thinks they won't open it back up. Create excuses to not open the government. It's already a disaster. I mean, sooner or later, these TSA agents and whatnot are not going to come to work.
They've grounded all of the planes that were similar to the UPS plane that crashed till they can check them.
Oh yeah, they grounded that specific airplane.
That specific
Yeah.
airplane. And that happens because there are things that just wear out over time that maintenance doesn't realize are wearing out. That happened to a couple times when I was at American, where they grounded specific craft.
Trump administration says they'll undo SNAP benefit. You can't. Once they get the money from the states, it's theirs. There's no mechanism to get it back. They're idiots. Or 45's an idiot, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're all are. They don't care. What effect does chaos be in the younger generation? I think they're waking up more.
It's waking them up. They're seeing that. And thank God Nancy Pelosi resigned. Thank you, woman, for getting out.
Finally,
now,
right?
Chuck Schumer.
Nadler's doing the right thing, finally retiring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think as a whole, the younger generation's a little bit smarter. I think they just got hooked on bad algorithms, but I think they're waking up here.
If you look at the numbers, and if you look at who actually voted, young males that Trump said, we got them, they're ours now, we're going to have them forever. Not hardly. It was amazing.
Not we're in a recession and there's no jobs out there.
That's right.
There was what? I think I read the count was 500,000 jobs lost in October. We're going for definite recession. Recession hitting. Yeah, let's just call it here and bring out some
our hopeful cards.
Some good news, some hopeful cards. Yeah.
Okay. We do hopeful.
What kind of hope and information do we need to know for this week?
I'm going to use crystal medicine because I think we all need something that's a little medicinal at this point.
I get the world in this deck. Anyway, the world is happy endings, coming full circle, spiritual growth, and insights.
Which deck is it?
I keep forgetting the name.
Oh, Archangel Wisdom Tarot.
Okay, thank you. The Three of Ariels, doing the hard work. It's doing what you love and passions. And then the Four of Raphael is the Four of Wands and looking for the magic in life. I think there's a lot to look forward to here this week with the world. It's growth. Everything comes full circle. Right. There you go, Gene. Make the Great Depression great again. I mean, we're not in that territory, but it's not looking good.
Nope. Well, got people out of their inertia because they had no choice.
Definitely can blame the people in administration for going along with all this crap.
Well, they did eventually. I mean, that's what got Roosevelt in power. Thank you, Carol.
Oh, blessings, Carol. Thank you.
Celebration. This is red jasper, but that's Uluru, the rock in the middle of Australia. You've attracted this card into your awareness at this time of celebration. The journey of life has ups and downs. At times, we feel like we're constantly striving just to the next goal. You have now entered a phase of celebration. It's time to acknowledge your achievements, putting lots of good energy into the projects that help you. Have you been striving and achieving and not honoring yourself in this process? Do you feel like you do the work and never the play? Are you always serious? Have you lost the magic in your life? Well, now is the time for you to step forward and celebrate. And red jasper is a very powerful stone. Red jasper helps create a sacred space. It helps align you with the joy of life. It assists you in honoring the ancestors. It's also a wonderful protection stone against things that are being thrown at you that aren't fair. Create some spare time during this time and gather objects that help you celebrate. Even if it means finding something stupid that you can turn into a drum so you can beat on it. Yeah, I mean, why not? And then the other card, because 2 fell out, and I didn't mean to have 2 fall out, but my second one. It's coming. They couldn't be right next to each other. They never are. Rebirth. And I think that's where we really are right now, is in rebirth. We just, like when you're born, you don't realize it. You are called this card in today as confirmation you are currently undergoing a new time of rebirth. This opportunity is for you to shed your old skin and old ways that are no longer serving you. It's a time of birth for deeper aspects of yourself. This is a natural part of life. The old no longer is required, and you have the opportunity to go to the new. Do you feel like the universe has pulled the carpet out from under you and all you're used to is no longer working? Is there a dead end at every turn? If you're being challenged like this and situations of the people around you, if you're experiencing stirring inside, I want to move on. You are encouraged to trust the guidance of your own soul and surrender to the deeper sense of yourself and fall into the fire of rebirth. So, we got celebration of rebirth, and this is the crystal medicine deck. And rebirth stone is Shiva Lingam, and that's a stone that's got a lot of different colors in it. It's kind of like a fluorite with different bands in it. So that's where we are.
Find it.
Yeah, but
oh, bye.
He's here to create this world so that we can learn how to handle our own things. We were such a generation, and for so long this country went along on, we're going to take care of everything. We're going to take. I'm so proud of the Europeans. They are putting so much more into their defense of Europe by themselves. And I think that's important, because as long as they kept coming to us to some. Now, did I want to see our government, our country get gutted to have that happen? No. But when it's over, as fast as this changed one way, it can change another. And the next big change is really going to be during primary season, because these Republicans are going out and finding out they don't have any support. So, they're out there figuring out how bad it really is. And of course, they're not reporting that on Fox News, so who cares? They're not going to.
Right. It's a whole nother world on Fox News. I catch a few clips of the 5 or whatever, and I just can't believe they can.
I don't think my TV knows how to go there.
I just see clips.
Yeah,
I don't watch. And Jesse Waters is horrid. He's a horrible human being. It's nuts. So anyway.
Well, everybody have a wonderful week. And I know a lot of you people are out there changing rapidly. I know Nancy Castro is in the middle of a lot of movement and change, and a lot of other people are, and more power to you. Jeffrey and I do a weekly wanderings, and we read. He reads 5 cards in the tarot, and I read the stones in the garden. And we post it usually on Friday night. This time it went up last night because I was slow. But because I was slow, these were the titles we picked for this last week. For this coming week, it's Clearing for the New Path. Now, mind you, we taped this all before we knew what was going to happen on Tuesday. Then the next week, the 11th, 14th through the 20th, is we get a new start. Then the 21st through the 27th is moving forward, which is why I think that's when the government's going to open. And then from the 28th to the 4th of December is knowing what to do. And then in the middle of December, we get some radiant guidance that tells us which way to go. So I'm just telling you, we read all these before we knew how the elections were going to go on Tuesday, or how we knew any of that was going to happen. And these readings are really, they're all envisioning a bright future. One's a week of nothing but transformation, and then the next week is freedom, because we do transform and then we do become free. And the week of January 9th to the 15th, the only word we could say for our readings was yes. So it's all really, and we're not always that hopeful. Trust me. But this time we were really, and I forgot how hopeful we were because we do them so fast and I don't pay attention when I had to slow down and post them. So.
All right, everyone. Keep your head up. Thanks for joining us. Bless.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.